Yo, what up guys, welcome back to a new video. So today on the channel we are finally going back to pain loops, back to where it all started really. My first video that I ever uploaded on this channel was like Lil Durk like melody tutorial. You can go and check it if you want to see the progress, and honestly it's been such a crazy journey to where we are right now. And yeah, today I'm breaking down this loop that I made, and honestly it's a crazy loop, perfect for like Lil Durk I think. But yeah, let me know who you hear on this loop. And yeah, by the way, thank you for all the love and support y'all been showing me on the channel. I appreciate all of y'all so much, y'all mean the world to me. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so first off I'm going to play the loop and then I'm gonna break down everything, all the effects, all the VSTs, all the patterns, everything, all the thought process. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So here's the loop. Yeah, let me know who you hear at this loop, man. I think it would be perfect for like Lil Durk or someone like that. But yeah, let me break down everything real quick. So first off, I started off with these keys. These keys are from Contact, the Grandeur, and this is my go-to bank, the Grandeur. I use it in all my piano melodies, and I like to use the Ultra Bright Grand preset. It sounds perfect. And for effects on the piano, I just have some reverb, some delay. I like to turn my mix level on the delay pretty low because I don't want it to be 2% on the final mix. Then I just adjusted the feedback mode of the ping pong so the delay goes from left to right. Then to finalize the effects, I just added a EQ, and I added this little dip over here because I didn't want the melody to be too muddy. Then just a basic low cut and a tiny boost on the high end. But yeah, this is what the piano MIDI sounds like. Yeah, very emotional, beautiful melody. And what makes it emotional is the chord progression. So what I did is just a F minor, A sharp major, and a G sharp major. Very basic chord progression, works all the time if you're trying to make pain loops. And then I just inverted these notes up here, but I actually didn't change the chord shape, I just changed the root note. So it's basically just this playing over and over again right here, this part, and I just changed up the root notes to make it more emotional, you know. And then I added a ton of other notes, and these are just kind of like for rhythm, but you don't even have to go this crazy. I went like too crazy I think on this one, but like yeah, it sounds beautiful, it sounds nice. One thing I like to do in these kinds of melodies is always have a repeating note, so the melody actually has some kind of like formation, you know. So the note that I used in this melody is this D sharp note right here. Look how many times it repeats throughout the melody. It always comes back to this one note just to make the melody make sense and not go too crazy, just to have some order between all the chaos in the melody. Then all this stuff over here is just like melodic, playing around with the keys, trying to find nice little melodies type of stuff. But yeah, this is definitely one of my more complicated chord MIDIs. But when you actually start making these melodies, you don't have to start out with this. When you're making a melody, just make a chord progression, then add some notes, maybe invert some notes, add a little melody here and there, and you will have a nice beautiful melody. But yeah, let's move on to the Topline Keys. So over here is the same exact piano, same exact mixer presets, but these are just an octave or 2 octaves up, and I play these little melodies. Let me play it to you first. Alright, so y'all already know the trick, man. What you gotta do is find a space where it's 2 notes together like this, then go over here and 4 notes down. Then what I did on this melody is I transposed this an octave up and I made this little shape. And man, I like to use that little trill in all of my pain melodies. It sounds beautiful, very emotional. You can hear it in like Lil Durk's, NBA Youngboy's, Rod Wave's production all the time. But yeah, one more tip I'd like to give y'all on the Topline melodies is play around with your velocities, man. If you look at the velocities over here, you can see what I did is, for example, it like goes up over here like lower and then loud, and it sounds beautiful on the piano. Just listen to it. Something about that like going up in volume just makes it sound so much better, and you can use this technique to emphasize the note that you want to be prominent in the melody. For example, I wanted this to be more prominent, so I left it loud. But for example, if I wanted this note to be like the center of attention, I would leave this as the loudest note, so it would sound like this. So you can hear how this specific note is like the loudest, and it like leaves a mark to you. You remember this note. So use this technique, I would say, carefully, and experiment a lot when you're making these top line melodies, because these are a make or break. If you have a trash top line melody, your whole beat would be ruined. And I've heard so many beautiful chord progressions that get ruined by these top line melodies that are not on point. But yeah, make sure to take your time when you're making these top line melodies. But yeah, let's move on. So next off, I added this pad. You know what it is. It's the wah pad from Analog Lab, and these are just the chords. I copied the exact same MIDI and just threw it on over here to this pad. This is what it sounds like. The wah pad never fails me, bro, I swear. Such a beautiful spacious pad, and for effects on the pad, I added a lot of reverb. I like to put a lot of reverb on my pads because I like them to be kind of lush on the background, very soft, just so the melody feels more spacey, and that's the reason why I'm using these pads. And one more tip that I can give you, if you're using the wah pad, this is exactly what I love to do. Take out these two knobs and just yank it to the bottom, and this is what makes like my pad be on the background, and I love to use this technique. And yeah, one more tip, leave your pad to like low. Don't let it be too loud, but don't let it be like too quiet either. So try to find a nice spot, but don't let it overpower your melody. We could even make it more louder, like somewhere around here. Something like that. But yeah, let's move on. So next off, I added a bass, and this is the Scarpy Rickenbacker bass. I can already tell. Yeah, the Scarpy Rickenbacker bass, not just in preset, my go-to. Don't have to add any additional effects. I just use it as it comes from the bank. But yeah, this is the pattern that I made, the most simple, easiest bass pattern of my life. Yeah, and these are just the root notes. Especially with the very busy piano chords and the top line, I wanted the bass to be simple because I didn't want to overcomplicate the melody anymore. That's why I just left it as it is. And yeah, you should do it too. When you're making these melodies, just stop at one point and think, do I have to add more things? If the answer is yes, keep adding, but don't overcomplicate anything. If you feel like everything is all over the place, and you can try it out. If you have a melody or a beat, try to rap on top of it. If you feel like you can't find a pocket, or if you can't find a flow, that means your beat is most likely too overcomplicated. So take things out until you can find nice little pockets to rap on. But yeah, let's move on. So I had all these melodic elements down, and I wanted to add like guitars and vocals, so I went on to the Melody Mania multi-kit, and I promise you, bro, this kit is coming in clutch. It has everything you need for placements: guitar phrases, vocal phrases, midis, loops, drum kit, everything. And every beat and loop made with this kit are going to be sent out for placements for major artists. And I can already show you we have gotten a couple of placements with this kit already. And yeah, this kit hasn't even been out for a week, and we have already got 2 placements with Killbong, and you can check them out on the Discord over here. These are just tiny little snippets. Let me play one of them for you. And yeah, by the way, that is a beat that I broke down on my channel like a couple of videos back, so if you want to see it, go and check it out. But yeah, this kit is no joke, I promise you, and I added a ton of phrases from the kit. So let's start off with the guitar. So this is a guitar phrase that I added. And yeah, I like this very basic phrase for this beat because the melody was already a bit complicated, so I didn't want no crazy melodies, no crazy like clicks or anything like that. So I just went with this phrase. But yeah, for effects on the guitar, I just added some reverb and some delay to the guitar, nothing crazy. Let's move on. Next off, we have these vocals. Yeah. And yeah, these vocals are from the Melody Mania multi-kit as well. But yeah, after I added these vocals, I thought the melody was almost done. It just needed a tiny little finishing touch. So I added these chimes from the Ultimate Play multi-kit. Then I also added this crash that reverses into itself. And yeah, for effects on the crash, I added a fruity reverb too and some delay. And I turned the time knob all the way up, delay mode of the ping pong, output and input wet knobs like way down, so the delay isn't too powerful. But yeah, that's about it for the breakdown. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. And yeah, the Melody Mania multi-kit is available right now. You can find this melody from the kit. And if you buy the kit, be sure to send out all your beats and loops to us. We will send them out for placements. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go and play the final loop to you. So thank you for watching, and without further ado, see you in the next video. Peace.